Let us take a minute to look and see about the truth on what's happening around us.
Human activities, from pollution to overpopulation, are driving up the Earth's temperature and fundamentally
The United Nations has warned the world is on a catastrophic pathway to a hotter planet, saying countries simply aren't doing enough to reduce emissions.
Well, calls for authorities to declare a climate emergency mount as the Philippines.
Korea is still recovering from the aftermath. Extreme weather conditions are stretching across the U.S.
The heat wave in the Siberian Arctic this year is unequivocal evidence of climate change, and that the record high temperatures in Siberia would be impossible without man-made global warming.
Concerns on the refusal of several world powers to recognize the findings of a landmark report.
Several causes of climate action. One of it is manufacturing goods. Manufacturing and industry produce mostly from burning fossil fuels to produce energy for making things like cement, iron, plastic and other. Second point, cutting down forests. Cutting down forests to create farms or for other reasons causes emission. When they cut down the trees, it will release carbon that been storing and it will affect the nature. And the last point is producing food. Producing food causes emission of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in various ways, including deforestation and clearing of land for agriculture and the use of energy to run farm equipments or fishing boats, usually with fossil fuels.
There are many effects of climate change. Firstly, hotter temperature. As greenhouse gas concentrations rise, so does the global surface temperature. The last decade, 2011 until 2020, is the warmest on record. Since the 1980s, each decade has been warmer than the previous one. Nearly all land areas are seeing more hot days and heat waves. Higher temperatures increase heat-related illnesses and make walking outdoors more difficult. Wildfires start more easily and spread more rapidly when conditions are hotter. Temperatures in the Arctic have warmed at least twice as fast as the global average. Secondly, more severe storms. Destructive storms have become more intense and more frequent in many regions. As temperatures rise, more moisture evaporates, which exacerbates extreme rainfall and flooding, causing more destructive storms. The frequency and extent of tropical storms is also affected by the warming ocean. Cyclones, hurricanes, and typhoons feed on warm waters at the ocean's surface. Such storms often destroy homes and communities, causing deaths and huge economic losses. Thirdly, increased drought. Climate change is changing water availability, making it scarcer in more regions. Droughts can also stir destructive sand and dust storms that can move billions of tons of sand across continents. Deserts are expanding, reducing land for growing food. Many people now face the threat of not having enough water on a regular basis. Fourthly, a warming, rising ocean. The ocean soaks up most of the heat from global warming. The rate at which the ocean is warming strongly increased over the past 2 decades across all depths of the ocean. As the ocean warms, its volume increases since water expands as it gets warmer. Melting ice sheets also cause sea levels to rise, threatening coastal and island communities. In addition, the ocean absorbs carbon dioxide, keeping it from the atmosphere, but more carbon dioxide makes the ocean more acidic, which endangers marine life and coral reefs. Fifthly, loss of species. Climate change poses risks to the survival of species on land and in the ocean. These risks increase the temperature climb. Exacerbated by climate change, the world is losing species at a rate 1,000 times greater than at any other time in the recorded human history. 1 million species are at the risk of becoming extinct within the next few decades. Sixthly, not enough food. Changes in the climate and increases in extreme weather events are among the reasons behind a global rise in hunger and poor nutrition. Fisheries, crops, and livestock may be destroyed or become less productive. With the ocean becoming more acidic, marine resources that feed billions of people are at risk. Changes in snow and ice cover in many Arctic regions have disrupted food supplies from herding, hunting, and fishing. Next, more health risks. Climate change is the single biggest health threat facing humanity. Climate impacts are already harming health through air pollution, disease, extreme weather events, forced displacement, pressures on mental health, and increased hunger and poor nutrition in places where people cannot grow or find sufficient food. Every year, environmental factors take the lives of around 13 million people. Changing weather patterns are expanding disease and extreme weather events, increase death, and make it difficult for healthcare systems to keep up. Lastly, poverty and displacement. Climate change increases the factors that put and keep people in poverty. Floods may sweep away urban slums, destroying home and livelihoods. Heat can make it difficult to work in outdoor jobs. Water scarcity may affect crops. Over the past decade 2010 until 2019, weather-related events displaced an estimated 23.1 million people on average each year, leaving many more vulnerable to poverty. Most refugees come from countries that are most vulnerable, is ready to adapt to the impacts of climate change.
So, what are the ways we can lessen the impact of climate change? There are some of the ways in which we can lessen the impact of the climate change. Use energy wisely. Turn off our application when not in use. Save so much in fuel energy. Do you know that shifting from gas stove to electrical stove also can help in lowering in second? Eat more greens. Let eat less meat and focus on eat more organic food supply. In addition, we can grow our own fruits and veggies from our gardens. Thirdly, green our commute. To lessen our carbon footprints, you might want to consider take up public vehicle. Better yet, you can use your own bicycle if you consider it's just within the area. Fourthly, for the household, you may when consider using solar application. Solar applications save so much our energy and they also less our carbon impact. Fifthly, be politically active and work. The best way which we are taking immediately action on climate change is to work competent leaders who know that they are doing. We need leaders who can lead our country to have more a sustainable community. We also need leaders who can make plan shifts to make a clean energy community for this country.
To extend our help for our Mother Nature, we encourage you to join some organizations that help in fighting for climate change. Here are some. Firstly, Greenpeace Malaysia. Greenpeace uses creative and non-violent action to pave the way towards a greener, more peaceful world and to confront the system that threaten our environment. Greenpeace is also an independent campaign organization that use creative way to cover global environment problems and encourage solutions that enable the realization of a peaceful and greener future. Secondly, you can also join in Global Environment Center. Global Environment Center is a Malaysian NGO supporting environmental problems. Global Environment Center not only support environmental issues but focus more on sustainable future for the generations to come. Their program range from forest, river, land and biodiversity. Only these two centers, but there's few more centers which you can join for the better realization about climate change.